And this is Auntie. I hate that plug showing every. I guess it's nothing I could do about it. Forget it. Y'all have a plug, a outlet right there, okay? It's driving me crazy, but it is what it is. If this is your first time, oh, wait a minute. This is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, Season 1, Episode 3, Slay the Divorcee. So if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. To all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. And to my members, love y'all. Y'all, if I had to rate this episode of 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, I would really rate this episode probably a B minus. I thought that it was a pretty good episode, and I'm excited about bringing it to you all. So when I'm excited about something, I need to give it a better review, right? But this last night's 90 Day Fiance was some garbage, though. And I see that a lot of you all agreed with me. That was some straight garbage. But 90 Day Fiance, Single Life is pretty good. I have brought Discovery Plus, so you don't have to. Okay. Okay. Now, if you want to, you go ahead. But again, I brought it so that you didn't have to. All right, so this week's episode was a little different. I thought it was, a really good recap of last week, and then we moved on with some of the characters, and we were introduced to a new character as well. That new character that we were introduced to was, what is her called? Fernanda. Do you all remember Fernanda, who was married to Jonathan, who lived in South Carolina, but, and he had met her allegedly when she was 18 years old. And the two of them, 6 months after their wedding, were divorced. Do you all remember them? Somebody said, I do. Y'all, she was on there. So she recapped where her life is right now. She is living in Chicago. She is modeling. Her family and friends are, like helping her out and everything. And she said that she got her divorce the day before the pandemic. And I guess when she says that, she means the day before the shutdown. But anyway, and so, she did end up getting her divorce from Jonathan. And as we all recall, the two of them divorced because she was bored living in South Carolina. He was putting, in her opinion, he was putting his job before their marriage and their relationship. And so she wanted to move to Chicago where she felt like she had an opportunity to have like family and friends and all that kind of stuff. And so, he wasn't willing to do it. So we see Fernandez basically having a divorce party, and she thought that that was very original. Honey, women been doing it here in America for a long time now. But anyway, so she, was having a divorce party. She had an artist to take her wedding gown and change it. She had graffiti on it. She had, I think it was Mona Lisa or somebody that was on her butt cheek. And it was just really, really nice the way that they did it. I thought that that was really creative. As we all know, they had a small wedding in South Carolina, but they were supposed to have a big one in Mexico, but that one did not happen. And so as a result of that, she converted and revamped the dress. It was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it a lot. While I don't love her a lot, I did love the dress a lot. But anyway, so she so she decides to have this party. She indicated that there was a guy named Robbie that she met at the gym and that she had invited him to the party. She said that he dressed nice, he looks nice. He's an older gentleman, and she was hoping that he was going to come to the party. She said that while she is attracted to him, she was not going to be the one to make the first move. And so, we see her at the party. Her family and friend, I mean, her friends are there. Um, and she is just, bubbly. And we see him come over. A very handsome looking guy. He comes over and he's talking to her and everything. And he tells her, how, original her dress is and how nice it is. And she's just glowing and everything. And then, he asked her out on a date. He said, let's do lunch together. And so she was like, hey, that's fine. Okay, sure, we'll do lunch together. And he said, does that please you? Are you excited? And she said, yes. And he said, well, tell me then. Tell me you're excited. So she says, I'm excited. Burgundy flag, red flag, burgundy flag, bright orange flag, ruby red flag, garnet red flag. I mean, like this, that was a straight up a flag. You don't tell me what to say or how to react to you asking me out. If I said yes, then a yes, it should be enough for you. You don't tell me to tell you that I'm excited about something. Like, who the you think you talking to, young? Like, for real. Like, that makes, all the street come out of a mofo. As far as I'm concerned, hold on, y'all. Let me put my glasses on. Thank you so much, Global Drea 93 for the 24.99 super chat. Hey, Auntie. Hey, cousins. Hey, Bo. Thank you so much, Drea. And I just was like, no, you don't say that. And you can tell that it kind of rubbed her kind of the wrong way. So, but she went on with it, right? Because she's excited that she's going out on a date with him. But for me, that would have been a red flag. I probably would have ghosted him after that. No, I probably would have. Well, yeah, I may have ghosted him, but I absolutely would have let him know that just rubbed me all the wrong ways. Y'all let me know down in the comments section how you would have felt if somebody asks you out on a date and you look excited and you say yes, and then they want you to tell them verbally that you're excited about it. I think that he's, a bit controlling, and I don't think that he's going to last with her. I think she's very fun loving. She's still young. I believe she's still in her 20s. And so, she doesn't need somebody who's going to be guiding her around, and telling her what to do, how to think, how to be. That's just me. So anyway, she goes to the next day, she goes to the gym. She has hired a personal trainer. And so she's working out, and they told her, he said, well, I understand that, you're going to be going out with another one of my clients because her and Robbie met each other at the gym. And I don't remember if I said that or not. So she was like, yeah. So, they were like, he's a great guy, whoop, de whoop, de whoop. You should be able to enjoy yourself. And then they started talking about Jonathan. Come to find out, Jonathan lives now in Chicago. And I believe that he's engaged to a woman there. Fernanda said that it really disappointed her. She began to cry and everything because she said that when he was willing to walk away from their marriage because she wanted to go to Chicago. And he had indicated that he could not go to Chicago because his business wouldn't allow him to go to Chicago. But she said he meets this little, toot and then he makes a decision to move to Chicago. So, she's disappointed with what he's done. She's hurt by it. I think a tad bit jealous. Wishing that was her and that he had done that for her because she said that she really loved him and she really had feelings for this mofo. So she's afraid of running into him, but she knows that he lives on the corner. So the just the thought of having to run into him is a bit frightening for her because she doesn't really know how she's going to react. And I probably wouldn't either if me and my ex left on bad terms. But anyway, so she goes out on a date with Robbie, the guy from the gym. And so she's sitting there with Robbie, and they're, of course, having light talk, and they're getting to know one another and everything. And so, she asked him, why didn't his other relationships last? Why is he single? Now, that's the question that you're going to ask people. And he said that he is single because he started his own business and, it required 24/7 of his time. And so, of course, another red flag goes up because that was the issue between her and Jonathan. Jonathan put his real estate job ahead of their relationship, ahead of their marriage, and here she is dating another man who is similar to what she's already been through. So it's going to be very interesting to watch what happens with Fernanda in this relationship. But I was really pleased to see her on the show. I think it's a break away from all of the foo la la that we're about to talk about now. So the next person that I want to talk about is Ed. As we all know, last week Ed went on went out with one of his girlfriends to a restaurant to ask the manager, the assistant manager, out on a date. The assistant manager's name is Elizabeth. She goes by Liz, and she's 28 years old. Now, as we know, when Ed was dating Rosemarie was like 22, 23, 24 during their relationship, and he indicated that he would not date a woman that young anymore. But here it is, he's graduated to dating someone 4 years older than Rosemarie. Ed has not learned his lesson. And the thing about it is, you want to a man to look at you, like you are a snack, right? Like they just want to snack on you and whatever. But Ed looks at this girl, in my opinion, as if she's a whole entire Thanksgiving buffet. And it's just so gross to see him look at her like that. You know how you've had someone to look at you and you almost feel violated? To me, that's how Ed is. He's such a creep at such a high level, in my opinion, that I wouldn't want him to ever admire me, look at me, have a crush on me, like nothing. Like he is just like I don't know what. No, I know what it is. He just seems like a creep, and the way that I don't know if it's because maybe he didn't date a lot of women. I don't know. He's just so creepy to me. But anyway, so the Liz comes over to the table, by him flagging her over. And so the young lady that's with him, his wing woman, she gets up and says she's going to the bathroom. And so Ed's sitting there, like, and so she's like, and she has a mask on. So, do I have a mask in here? I don't think I do. So, anyway, so imagine. So, it's looking at her, and so it says, I think you're fantastic, because, they've already studied this, right? I think you're fantastic. So, Liz is like, and he was like, and I would like to go out with you to get to know you better. So, she's like, okay. He's like, are you busy tomorrow? And she was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. He was like, well, what about tomorrow at lunch? Can we do lunch? Um, Brunch? So he's like, yeah, brunch. Yeah. She said, okay. He said, well, can I pick you up? I like you pick you up. She said, no, not in that Vesta. She said, I ain't gonna feel safe in it. We'll talk about that when we get around to it, when it's an opportunity for us to talk about it. So of course, she has her mask off, and the production team is like, what do you think? She's like, well, I'm glad I had my damn mask on. Because if I didn't have my mask on, my face would have said 1,000 words. No, boo, your eyes told us exactly how you felt. Okay, you felt like you was in a horror movie, and you was running down, running from the man with the axe, and you was supposed to be the one to plan the girl that always falls. We we knew the horror that was in your eyes, boo. So she said that, she was glad, excuse me, y'all. So she said that she was glad that she had a mask on because she was, she didn't want him to see her facial expression. So she was like, but I'm just shocked. I did not, she said, I did not see this coming. Like she ain't see it coming. If she had saw it coming, she would have called in that night. She said that her and Ed are really good friends, and Ed indicated that they was really good friends. But she was like, I ain't trying to bunk with him like that. That's why when he asked her, if she had something to do that night, she was like, yeah, I do. Thinking that, he wouldn't ask for lunch. And so anyway, so they asked her, how did she feel, is there a connection, or is there attraction? And she was like, basically he's my friend. I think that there's going to be, probably an issue because this mofo is much older than me. I'm sure that age is going to play into this. But she was like, but I'm going to go head on out with him because we're friends and we have mutual respect for one another. So Ed's girlfriend, his wing woman comes back to the table, and he's like, it sucks. It sucks. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm so excited. She said yes. She did? Yeah. She said yes. So, the girl is like, oh, yes, that's fantastic. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go out tomorrow. And, so I'm just like, come on, Ed, right? Thank you so much, Janelle, for the $5 super chat. Thanks for doing the Lord's work with all your hilarious reviews. It definitely helps, keeps me relaxed at work and to not take life so seriously. Oh, thank you, Janelle. Thank you, boo. I'm glad I can help. Thank you, Janelle. So he's all excited and everything, and his friend was like, "Be yourself, Ed. Be yourself." So the next day we see Ed get up with his beautiful mama, and because of course his mama is living with him, and he asked her to do his hair, and so he wants to have this ponytail. So the mother is pulling his hair, and they're talking about the date and everything. And Ed mentions that he is going to kiss her on the first date, that he does not want to be in the friend zone with this woman, and he believes in order for him to get out of the friend zone that he has to kiss her on the first date. So backwards and inappropriate. That's what's gonna put you in the friend zone. Don't sit up there and call yourself gonna slob me down on the first kiss. Most women who got any kind of decency, and if you kiss on the first date, that's on you. I ain't saying you ain't decent, but I'm saying most women like you know what? Let me speak for my damn self. I am not going to kiss you on the first date. I don't care how much attraction I have to you. I don't care. It's just something that is just in me. And maybe because I'm old school, but damn it, we're not kissing on the first date. I'm not interested in doing that with you. I'm interested in getting to know you better and all that kind of stuff. If you want to give auntie, a little peck on the cheek or something like that, that's fine. But I want a man to respect me for the woman that I am and not think that, it's appropriate for him to try to kiss me on the first date. Now, if I'm just going out for, a one night stand or something like that, then yeah, let's go ahead on and, slob each other down, do what we came to do, and go to hell home and forget about each other forever and ever. Amen. But if you're somebody who's trying to pursue me, I don't want you kissing me on the first date. And kissing me on the first date is going to absolutely put you in the friend zone. This girl is not even remotely attracted to him. He could tell if he was really looking and not being selfish and thinking only of himself, you could tell by the way that she reacted underneath the mask that she is not interested in him. Plus, he didn't do anything to lead up to this. He told his wing woman that he had been trying to pursue her for 2 months, that he had been interested in her for 2 months, and it took him a long time. But for her, this is just, springing up on me. This is only like 15 minutes long. And so, and then it's inappropriate because the girl is on the clock and she's not the server for your table. And you got you getting her co-workers to go and find her in the store. So damn immature and childish. Like, all of that for me would have been a turn off. If you're interested in me, you come over, you holler at me, you do what you need to do in order to get my attention, and then let it play out. But this mofo's so daggone immature and behind the times, whatever. Auntie, move on. So, so he tells his mother that he's going to kiss her on the first date. Not I just think it's so inappropriate of him to do that. But his mother told him not to do that. Don't move too fast with this young woman. And then the thing about it is, if it's going to happen on the first date, let's say that it does happen on the first day. Let it be spontaneous, not something that you've already planned. Because if you've already planned it, you're going to be looking for the perfect time in order to do that, in order to kiss me, in order to lean the fuck in. Just gross. In my opinion, it's just gross. He's just. We need to be getting paid to look at Ed's ass. They need to pay us to look at Ed. But anyway, anyway, so the next person that couple that I want to talk about is Danielle and Muhammad. Of course, you all know Muhammad has asked Danielle to meet him at the diner, and he does that. And so Danielle, of course, has indicated that she's hoping that Muhammad doesn't say anything to her that is going to cause her to, fall for him again. She said, although Muhammad has done some unforgiving things, like calling her private parts the wharf. You know what I'm saying? The seafood dining, all you can eat seafood buffet. She still thinks that she would fall for Muhammad, and and he would be able to draw her back in. So she's sitting there at the table. She's very awkward with Muhammad and not saying anything. She's like, so Muhammad, um, so Muhammad. So Muhammad's like, damn, I gotta look at this boy. So Muhammad is like, ugh. So Daniel, how's the kids? Fun. So how you been doing? What you been up to? I've been going and taking classes, summer classes. I um get myself together. I move. I got a new car. So Muhammad was like, "That's what I told you to do when your ass was with me. When we was together, that's all the stuff I told your dumb ass to do." So Danielle was like, "Mm-mm. I am not the same person that was with Muhammad at first. I'm a different person." Bitch, you look the same to me, but okay, go keep going. I am not Muhammad, always trying to find a way to make me feel bad or stupid or dumb or like an imbecile, but I'm not letting Muhammad get away with that this time. I'm putting my foot down with Muhammad. So, Muhammad was so Danielle was like, I'm doing good and everything. Muhammad was like, okay, good. I'm glad you're doing, good and everything. So she was like, so Muhammad, what is your intentions? Why you have me here? Muhammad. So Muhammad was like, I'm just I'm just hollering at you. I was in the area because, I drive trucks and everything. And I was in the area and I just said, let me just go ahead on and stop by here and holler at you. Like I ain't trying to be with you no more. Like for real, like Danielle. It just ain't gonna work between us. Like I ain't feeling like that about you. You know what I'm saying? Just came to stop by. So she was like, well, Muhammad, I believe you owe me an apology. So Muhammad was like, what's going on? You made me because of you, Muhammad. I don't trust you. You really must be. And Muhammad was like, she was like, no, let me talk, Muhammad. Let me finish. Because of you, I don't trust men anymore. I said, Danielle, come on. You didn't trust men from the giddy up, boo. That's why you was on the internet, on the dating site, trying to date them. Okay? You ain't trust him no way. So why in the crap would you be sitting up there? Wait a minute, I'm so with Vanessa said, Auntie, thank you, thank God I'm alone. Or I will wake up everyone name. I'm sorry, Vanessa. So, Muhammad was like, no, 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 no. He was like, my intention is just to holler at you, girl. Right? I'm not trying to, do nothing or anything like that. And he was like, and I apologize if you feel like I hurt you. Because Muhammad did hurt the girl, right? He came over here to get that green card and to live his life, doing exactly what he doing. So, Danielle was like, Muhammad got a job. And since he got a job, I don't have to do anything for him. And, because we was married for 2 years, I'm his sponsor. But since he got a job and everything, I don't have to do nothing, but I keep it in the back of my mind. So, Muhammad was like, well, I'm going to go ahead on and go. I think, the conversation is over. I'm going to go ahead on and go and everything. He was like, but it was good seeing you. Maybe we could be friends. And he was like, and as far as you, I don't need you for nothing. I don't need your ass for nothing. He said, and as far as, me and my, my immigration status and all that, that's between me and the federal government, and that's between me and the lawyers, bitch. I don't need you for nothing. I just came by for real, just to chuck the deuces with you and all that, kick the bubble with you, but daddy, I don't want you. Okay? I don't need you for nothing. She was like, okay. So Muhammad was like, here you go. He put that money down on the table. He said, I'll pay for your coffee. But it's time for me to roll out. I got to get back on my truck and I got to go hit on the hill and do what I got to do. So Danielle was like, so, the producers was like, how you feel about everything, Danielle? So she was like, I thought everything went good. Because, Muhammad is never apologizing. Even though I think that the apology was unacceptable, I never got that from him. But I wish that was the Muhammad that. Stay in character, Auntie. God damn. I wish that was the Muhammad that I saw when we first got together. I wish that we could do it all over again. Because I lost Muhammad. Bitch. I said, Daniel. Daniel is feeling Muhammad, okay? Muhammad was like, I'm out of here. I don't even think Muhammad drunk his whole cup of coffee, young. He was so quick to get up out of there. Me in between time, that you're gonna tell Muhammad, I'm going on a girls' trip. Muhammad said that don't sound good, but anyway, let me go. So they go outside and everything, and he sees her new car. He tell her he proud of her and all that kind of stuff. Muhammad gets ghost, right? You don't even see Muhammad. Matter of fact, Muhammad didn't even have a shadow, but he just was gone. And I was like, poor Danielle was hoping that Muhammad was going to try to reconcile with her or at least ask her to do something for her. Muhammad made it very clear. I ain't young. I don't need to ask you for So anyway, that was their story. Danielle's going to be going out, to Ocean City, meeting up with some of her girlfriends from Maryland. And so we'll see that. The next couple that I want to talk about, well, a couple was on here, y'all. Um, Marley and Callie. Now, this where it doesn't get fun because I am absolutely a fan of Marley's. And I know from this commentary, it ain't going to seem like me and Marley, that I like her. But I really do like Marley. But she don't come off, she don't do herself any justice on TV. Yeah. Molly, be your god. Oh my God, you don't have to act and put on for the cameras. Be who you are, like young for raw. Not for real, for raw. When something real serious, you for raw. So we see Molly at home. Molly's at home getting ready because Kelly is on his way. This is a young man that she met in her DMs, I believe, on Instagram. And so, she's already gone to New York to meet Kelly. She's met him before. And so this is going to be her second time seeing Kelly in person. He is on his way to stay with her. Now, why this mofo does not have a hotel room is just Molly's style. He should have a hotel room and not be up underneath the same roof with me and my daughter. And this is the first time they are meeting him. So Molly got this castle on. She's lacing up these boots, these knee-high boots, they black boots with red ribbon or string in it, whatever you want to call it. And she's saying, yeah, I want to see how he takes this off. Why were you thinking about this? Why is he coming to your home? You ain't learned. You didn't learn anything from your experiences, in my opinion. You just got out of a relationship that was, I'm trying to get this out. All right, so she's in her bedroom. She has this little cat suit on. She's saying that she wants to be handcuffed and fucked, basically. I hate to give it to you like that, but that's how she gave it to us. So it wasn't no need of me sugarcoating it. He's a police officer in New York, and all she can think about is being a cat burglar, getting arrested. Haven't you already done that? Or maybe, allegedly. Didn't she have some DUIs and carrying on and cutting up? So you just like getting locked up. So anyway, Kelly looks like this, like this from the neck, right? And so you're like, all right, Kelly, he all right looking guy, you know what I'm saying? So Kelly, Marley is stringing up. She says, let me put my dress on. She puts her dress on. She's got a catsuit under it. She said, I'm trying to be cute and let them know that I can wear my boots and I can do this, that, and the other. But wait until he sees what's under it because I'm the lingerie queen, which Molly is. So then she calls him on the phone. Hey, babe. Hi, baby. Yeah, I'm still trying to get ready, so I'm not going to come and pick you up from the airport. Won't you come here, Kai, and just let yourself in? I'm upstairs still getting ready, okay, baby? Okay. All right, I see you when you get here. So she goes around the room and lights all these candles. And then she lays up on the bed, trying to be sexy and everything, which Molly is. She lays in, tries to be sexy and everything because she's like, I'm going to jump his bones when he gets here. Now, mind you, this man has never been to her house before, has no idea about, so she's talking about, you know, him getting to know her daughter. Wait a minute. No, she did not yet. So we hear Kelly, hello, Marley. Hi, baby. Oh, my goodness, baby. I'm up here. I'm up here. So, he's, trying to find his way through the house because he doesn't know the blueprint of the home. So he don't know where the hell he's going. So he's just listening to her voice downstairs fucking trying to find stairs. And so, she lets her hair down. No, let me stop. But so, I'm up here. I'm up here. Find me. Find me. So, he goes up and he finds her in the room. And she's like, oh my God, baby. And they hug each other and everything. And she's like, oh my God, you smell so good. And he's like, yeah, whatever. So he was like, look at you, girl. Look at your outfit. She was like, what? Why? Because, she'd already put all her cologne on, fluffed her hair 50 million times and all that kind of stuff. And lit all kinds of candles and everything. She's ready to jump his bones. And so, she was like, what? Y'all know how we do women. We be like, oh, it's nothing. I wear clothes like this all the time. And so, he's like, yeah, you looking good and everything, girl. Look at them boots. She was like, I just wanted you to know that I could walk around in my boots. And so, she walks over to the bed and I noticed that she kind of tipping. So I was like, you should have broke them boots in first. Are those the boots you and your daughter was fighting? Are those the Gucci boots that you and your daughter was knocking each other in the head about? Is those the boots that your daughter ended up going to jail for? Are those same boots? So anyway, she's like, yeah, baby. So, I just want to be, I'm glad you're here. He was like, look, Shorty laid his gut out there. He said, look, Buddha hungry. She was like, I'm the whole entree. Why would he want to go out and get something to eat? I mean, he's got the whole 5-course meal right here. I'm the whole entree. I'm putting it out there and I done lit all these candles. I got, the room smelling good and everything's all sexy. Why would he want to go out and eat? Don't he see all of this? Yeah, he saw all of that, but he said Buddha hungry. He rubbed his big old magical stomach and said Buddha is hungry. And so she was like, I mean, I thought that I was going to, be having, making love. I thought I was going to get undressed in here. He was like, I ain't got time for that, young. Blow these candles out. I'm hungry as hell. Let's go. So, of course, you can see the disappointment on her face and everything. And they, he blows the candle. She said, okay, well, maybe we can light the candles when we come back. Then all of a sudden her story is, I don't want to rush nothing. I want to get to know him. I want him to know my kids. Then why are you sleeping with him the second time you've seen him? I don't give a damn how many Instagram DMs y'all done sent, how many times you done Skyped, how many times E.T. done phoned home. I don't give a damn about that. Why are you sleeping with him the second time you see him under your roof. She tells him, this gonna be your side of the bed. I'm gonna be sitting right here. I'm gonna sleep on this side. This is side when I be talking to you and trying to be sexy and everything, because these are my best angles. So I talk to you and I'm on this side, but you gonna be sleeping here. And I'm thinking, golly, young, your little girl. She said that the little girl is crazy about him and gonna jump up in his arms. That's all we'll find it good. But mother, after she done jumped up in your arms and y'all done met each other and seen each other or whatever, if that's what you gonna do, you gonna ask meet you at the hotel tomorrow morning. Maybe we could do breakfast or brunch. But you can't stay up underneath my roof with my child up in my house like that. Where's the dignity? What Molly's a beautiful woman. He said that he was attracted to Molly because of her beauty and because she's a go-getter. And I'm not saying that having sex early ruins the relationship. I'm just saying once you done gave him the milk, he already know what the cow is like. Molly. I just wish I think a lot of it is acting. And while I appreciate that, I'm always going to look at it from the perspective of being a mother and how you carry yourself in your home as it relates to being a single woman. You don't have to do all that. This man has turned you down and said, I don't even want to have sex with you, but the food is more important to me. And he may very well want to respect her and not do that with her. He wants to, get to know her. How does she tick? She's saying that she wants to know how he tick, but you want to know how he tick tock, how he ah. So they go out to the restaurant and everything, and now this is the time where she's starting to drill him. But before you was going to have sex with him, so are you drilling him because you mad because he picked food over you? Or are you drilling him because you really want to get to know him? Now all of a sudden outside of the bed you flippity floppity. But now you said, we're going to come back and we're going to light candles. Mixed messages. Is it that you're trying to make sure that I'm the right guy around your kids, that I could potentially step in as a bonus father? Or are you like, what do you really want out of this? Because he seems like a very good guy who's not down there just to run game or play games. She asked this gentleman about, whether or not he was why was he single? He said he had been in relationships and they didn't work out. And she was like, but tell me more about it. He's a cop. He don't want to do that on national television. So now she wants to get serious because they at a restaurant and he's very uncomfortable. He said, I'm a New Yorker. And in New York, we don't trust easily and we damn sure don't tell our business. The last couple that I want to talk about is Colty and the P Star. Colty's friends hooked him up with this lady. He goes to the house. She's a middle-aged woman, very well-to-do, and she's a blonde, pretty lady, very shapely. Look like she got balloons in her breast. Look like she's had a zillion. Uh, but she's intelligent. She's smart. She is a computer science like Colty. But on the low low, she a hoe. She got a whole circus porn room downstairs in her house because she said because COVID got bad, she had to find ways of making money other ways. And so she got this circus tent with leopard skin all on the wall, crushed red velvet, like she's a straight porn star, and told Colty after he sat down that she had sex in this room, and she said, "Oh, but I haven't had sex with other people, but a toy has been involved. You nasty bitch! What am I sitting on?" Immediately, I would have felt like my clothes was dirty. So Colty, while intrigued by it, is turned off because Colty likes to be the one who is the pursuer. He likes to be, despite of what we think about him outwardly, he wants to be the man in the relationship. He doesn't want a woman who is as aggressive as he is and as free as he is. That ain't what he want. So the woman tells Colty, well, let's go and get in the jacuzzi. So she comes out with her bikini on and she gives Colty some shorts. She had shorts in every color in the rainbow. So, because she's used to doing this. So she gets in the pool with Colty, and Colty's like, this ain't going the way I thought that it was going to go. Colty allegedly is still thinking of Vanessa and wants to have this relationship with Vanessa, although Vanessa told him that she was not interested in dating him. And so while the woman is putting her body up on Colty, she takes Colty's glasses off and says, your glasses are getting fogged up. And then she goes in to lick Colty's face. And Colty was like, no, maybe you on the cheek. If you got to lick something, lick the cheek. And it turned Colt T off. He said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead on the lead. By the time Colty walked up out that camp, he was done. Done. This woman was so aggressive that you would have had to been on some serious narcs in order to have a relationship with her. I actually was proud of Colty because he did not play the game. He did not do anything extra for television. And we got to see the real Colty for the first time ever. We saw Colty. I saw Colty. Let me say I. I saw Colty as a human being, really looking for something more meaningful than just a night or a romp in the bed. And I was extremely proud of Colty. Okay. But anyway, y'all, that is my review of a 90 Day Fiance Single Life, Season 1, Episode 3, Slay the Divorcee. Divorcee. I'm sure they want me to say divorcee, but okay, whatever. If you liked it, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up. Thank you to everybody who super chatted, and thank you to all of my moderators who always keep the room safe. I love you all to pieces. Have a great night, y'all, okay? Bye.